Joining me this evening, 50 questions then, as always. Tonight we are kicking off with some art and literature. We are kicking off with that for you this evening. We will start then with number one. Complete the name of a D.H. Lawrence book. Lady What Lover? So complete the name of a D.H. Lawrence book. Lady What Lover? Clocks go back on Sunday, don't they? Oh no, we gain an hour, don't we? That's not so bad then. Number two, the 1954 novel by William Golding was entitled Lord of the What? So the 1954 novel by William Golding was entitled Lord of the What? Number three, which famous writer and playwright's plays were notable for their use of soliloquies? Not easy for me to say. Which famous writer and playwright's plays were notable for their use of soliloquies? Number four, the March Sisters of Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy were the central characters of which 1868 book? Patrons in the Discord server have already given up on the art and literature round because, judging by the random answers that are being thrown at me. Number five, in which century were Jane Austen's main 6 books released? A couple of them were posthumously, but in which century were Jane Austen's main 6 books released? Number 6, what was the name of the book by Mary Norton that featured a family of tiny people who live secretly in the walls and floors of an English house? So what was the name of the book by Mary Norton that featured a family of tiny people who live secretly in the walls and floors of an English house? I'm going to double check the website because I set this up on Monday. I need to double check that I've actually taken the answers out. On that note, number 7, name the artist of this picture. Let's name the artist of this picture for number 7. Yes, I did. Number 8, name the playwright pictured here. Playwright, director, screenwriter. But name the playwright pictured here. Number 9, complete the name of a poem by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a what? Can't make a joke at this point. Complete the name of a poem by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a what? And finally, number 10, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman belong to which comic books? So Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman belong to which comic books? Sorry, that has got to be the funniest answer I've read for quite a lot. What the answer to I Wandered Lonely as a, and hats off to Simon Robinson, who's come up with quiz show host without wife and child. Well played. Geography round 2, number 1. Buenos Aires is the capital city of which country? Buenos Aires is the capital city of which country? Number 2, how many emirates make up the United Arab Emirates? So how many emirates make up the United Arab Emirates? Number 3, on which continent can the mountain of K2 be found? K2. Hungary as well. In which continent can the mountain of K2 be found? Sorry, when I worked in the Most Trade, when I worked for Perry's, there was a sort of takeaway kebab shop called K2's, not far from our dealership that many of us used to frequent. That's really made me hungry now. There you go. Well, an insight into my world as to how my brain goes from mountain to being hungry. There you go. Number 4. What is the name of this mausoleum? I'm just going to take myself off screen for that. It only says what, but what is the name of this mausoleum? Number 5. How many cities are within the ceremonial county borders of Greater Manchester? So how many cities are within the ceremonial county borders of Greater Manchester? I put the wrong camera back on. Put off screen me back on. No, there we go. Number 6, how many islands make up the Canary Islands? So how many islands make up the Canary Islands? Number 7, what is the capital city of Greece? So what is the capital city of Greece? Number 8, let's start again. Which is the largest country on the African continent by area? So which is the largest country on the African continent by area? Just thinking about it. There we go. Oh. Oops. Which means I probably didn't change the other ones. Number 9. Name the country. No one saw that. We're all good. Name the country for number 9. And finally, number 10. Which line that runs around the whole of the Earth runs through the country of Ecuador? Ecuador. So round 3 then is Blockbuster. These are in the style of the gold run that you see at the end of the TV show. Normally do these on a Saturday, but I thought I'll bring them across again to a Thursday night. I know when I did them a few months ago, everyone quite enjoyed them who only play on a Thursday. So here we go. In the style of the gold run, starting with this number 1. What TI is a vital financial protection in case of emergency required when going abroad? So what TI is a vital financial protection in case of emergency required when going abroad? Number 2, what MT is a low tack, lightly adhesive paper designed to be easily removed without leaving marks or residue? So what MT is a low tack, lightly adhesive paper designed to be easily removed without leaving marks or residue? Yes, I've had the dictionary out. Although actually that is word for word off of a DIY brand shop website, but not the big one you think of. There we go. Number 3, what FW is blown at the end of sporting events by a referee? Not all sporting events, but those that have. Number 4, what GF is a phrase used to describe someone good at growing plants? So what GF is a phrase used to describe someone who is good at growing plants? Number 5, what TM is a form of electronic communication using only words or characters? So what TM is a form of electronic communication using only words or characters? Number 6, what AF is the name of former cricketer Freddie? So what AF is the name of former cricketer Freddie? Number 7, what GC is a metaphor that implies blocked advancement, especially in employment? So what GC is a metaphor that implies blocked advancement, especially in employment? Number 8, what CF is a food wrapping item? So what CF is a food wrapping item? I've got a joke answer that fits that. It's not the crazy frog. Number 9, what OYM is shouted at the start of a sprint race? So what OYM is shouted at the start of a sprint race? And your final question for the first half tonight. What PI was the forerunner for the TV show The X Factor? So what PI was the forerunner for the TV show The X Factor? There you have it. That's your first. Art and Literature, round 1. Here we go, number 1. Complete the name of a D.H. Lawrence book. It's Lady Chatterley's Lover. Number 2, the 1954 novel by William Golding was entitled Lord of the Flies. Hold, please. That's fine. Sorted. Right, number 3. Which famous writer and playwright's plays were notable for their use of soliloquies? It is William Shakespeare. Number 4. The March sisters of Meg, Jo, Beth and Amy were central characters of Little Women. Number 5. In which century were Jane Austen's main 6 books released? It was the 19th century, I think. Early 1800s. So it's the 19th century. Number 6. What was the name of the book by Mary Norton that featured a family of tiny people who live secretly in the walls and floors of an English house? It is The Borrowers. Number 7. Name the artist. It is Leonardo da Vinci. Number 8. Name the playwright. That is Harold Pinter. Number 9. Complete the name of a poem by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud. Number 10. Batman, Superman and Wonder Woman belong to which comic books? It is the DC Comics. Round 2, Geography, number 1. Buenos Aires is the capital city of Argentina. Number 2, how many Emirates make up the UAE, the United Arab Emirates? It is 7. Number 3, on which continent can the mountain of K2 be found? It is Asia. Number 4, what is the name of this mausoleum? That is the Taj Mahal. Number 5, how many cities are within the ceremonial county borders of Greater Manchester? 2. There is Manchester itself, and there is Salford as well. So there are 2 within the ceremonial county borders of Greater Manchester. Number 6, how many islands make up the Canary Islands? It is also 7. I did forget to say at the beginning of this round that there is possibility that you might have the same answer twice, but never mind. But yeah, 7. Number 7, what is the capital city of Greece? It is Athens. Number 8, what is the largest country on the African continent by area? It is Algeria. Number 9, name the country. That is Denmark. And number 10, which line that runs around the whole of the Earth runs through the country of Ecuador? It is the equator. And on to your blockbusters. Number 1, what TI is a vital financial protection in case of emergency required when going abroad? It is travel insurance. And number 2, what MT is a low-tack, lightly adhesive paper designed to be easily removed without leaving marks or residue? It is masking tape. Number 3, what FW is blown at the end of sporting events by a referee? It is final whistle. Number 4, what GF is a phrase used to describe someone good at growing plants? They are green fingers or green fingered, however you've written that final word. But yeah, green fingers. Number 5, what TM is a form of electronic communication using only words or characters? It is text message. Number 6, what AF is the name of former cricketer Freddie? It is Andrew Flintoff. Number 7, what GC is a metaphor that implies blocked advancement, especially in employment? It is glass ceiling. Number 8, what CF is a food wrapping item? It is cling film. Number 9, what OYM is shouted at the start of a sprint race? It is on your marks. Good set. And finally, number 10, what PI was the forerunner for the TV show The X Factor? It was Pop Idol. That first series won by Will Young, and then was it Michelle McManus? And then they just got rid of the format and changed it to, or sold it to America, had a answers together. Let's start with number 1. What was the name of the mermaid that longed to be human in The Little Mermaid? What was the name of the mermaid that longed to be human in The Little Mermaid? Number 2, what is the surname of Spanish Formula One driver Fernando, who drives for Aston Martin? So what is the surname of Spanish Formula One driver Fernando, who drives for Aston Martin? Number 3, what first name is shared by former athlete Co and actor Stan? Yeah, if you've all gone off the first answer, you're all wrong, by the way. Number 4, what is the surname of former footballer Rio? So what is the surname of former footballer Rio? It's a devious connection around this way, by the way. I'm not saying I may have dropped a clue already tonight, but I may have. Number 5, at the end of Rocky 2, what name does he shout out after the victory? So at the end of Rocky 2, what name does he shout out after the victory? Number 6, in Greek mythology, what was the name of the goddess of love and marriage? Oh, hang on, I needed to double check this. Mythology. Queen of the gods in Greek mythology and a goddess of love and marriage. Yeah, no, I was right. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, in Greek mythology, what was the name of the goddess of love and marriage? I researched this and then I thought it doesn't make sense to me, but I thought it was someone else. But anyway, I am right. Number 7, which part of the eye is responsible for controlling the diameter and size of the pupil? So which part of the eye is responsible for controlling the diameter and size of the pupil? Number 8, what M is the archaic term for sailors? Did I skip one? No, there we go. What M is the archaic term for sailors? BRB. Weird J for a sec. Number 9, the form of address term MSTR is short for what? And as always, question number 10. What links those 9 answers together? So what links those 9 answers together? I know there's a lot of head scratching right now. As I said, there may or may have, I mean, it's not, it might have been a partial clue. If you want to look back through your answers, go for it. I don't think it'll help. While a couple of thousand people still continue to shout at me for being evil, here is your general knowledge round for this evening. Round 5, 10 random questions for you. If you're new to the quiz, I call it general knowledge because it's too long to explain. But it's basically general knowledge, but it's called general knowledge around these parts. And we'll kick off with number 1. Which tool can be flathead or Phillips? So which tool can be flathead or Phillips? Number 2, which gene maker had the 501s? So which genes maker had the 501s? Number 3, what is this animal? So what is this animal? I might. Oh no, I get shouted at for half points. No, I'm not going to give you half point. I've got a feeling people might get half the connection, and I was tempted to give away half points for the connection, just judging by what I can see out of the corner of my eye. But no, I'm not giving half points. I get shouted at when I do that. Number 4, which duo had hits with Snooker Loopy and Rabbit? Rabbit. So which duo had hits with Snooker Loopy and Rabbit? Number 5, what is the name of a mound of earth made by ants as they dig out their nest? So what is the name of a mound of earth made by ants as they dig out their nest? Number 6, what is the name of the TV duo who present shows such as I'm a Celebrity and Britain's Got Talent? So what is the name of the TV duo who present shows such as I'm a Celebrity and Britain's Got Talent? I saw KSI popped up on Britain's Got Talent. He's been a judge over the last couple of weeks. There's probably a lot of you right now going, who on earth is KSI? And I apologize. He's a YouTuber, one of the biggest sort of UK YouTubers. Number 7, what A is the name of small plants that grow in or near water and do not have any ordinary leaves or roots? So what A is the name of small plants that grow in or near water and do not have ordinary leaves or roots? Number 8, who is being interviewed in this iconic picture? Hold up one sec. Oh, you utter numpty. Right, bear with me one sec. Oh, sugar, I need to do it on here. I forgot to put the picture in. I thought I had a picture left over and I couldn't work out where it went. Right. Go back. Talk amongst yourselves for 30 seconds. So shift that up to there and just drop that in there, there, and there. There we go. There you go. Number 5. Number 8. Who is being interviewed in this iconic picture? Seamless. Absolutely seamless. No one even noticed that there was no picture. Oh, wrong screen now. There we go. Number 9. What? All going wrong now. Forgot I used this question this morning. If you're listening this morning, don't cheat. What was the name of the song that Torvill and Dean danced to win gold at the 1984 Olympics? Or as a load of people messaged into the show this morning. Sorry, what was the name of the piece of music that Torvill and Dean danced to win gold at the 1984 Olympics? No, that's the genuine picture. Phil, that's the genuine original picture. It's not the film version. So yeah, if you're listening this morning, don't cheat. And finally, number 10, in the acronym AGM, what does the A stand for? Okay, right, they are up on the hub now, jvpqquestions.com. I've not done a fiendish one for a while. Here we go. Connections number 1. What was the name of the mermaid that longed to be human in The Little Mermaid? It was Ariel. I love the fact a lot of you jumped straight on this and thought it was washing powders. I wouldn't have been that obvious, I'll be honest. I really would not be that honest, but I have added it to the list. Number 2, what is the surname of Spanish Formula 1 driver Fernando, who drives for Aston Martin? It is, for pity's sake. I'm going to go and have a very long word with myself in a minute. It is Alonso. I asked patrons this week if they could remember some of my mistakes for something I'm working on, and this list is getting bigger by just this quiz. Number 3, what first name is shared by former athlete Co and actor Stan? Yeah, phew. It is Sebastian. Now, this links some of you thinking it was back to Little Mermaid, but it was in the first question. But anyway. Number 4, what is the surname of former footballer Rio? Ferdinand. Number 5, at the end of Rocky 2, what name does he shout out after the victory? Adrian! Adrian! Adrian. Just in case you didn't get that. Number 6, in Greek mythology, what was the name of the goddess of love and marriage? It's Juno. Let me just bring this up because I know someone's going to ping me on this, but it says here quite clearly, she was equated to Hera, queen of gods in Greek mythology. Oh, yeah, Juno, queen of the gods, goddess of love, marriage, and childbirth. Yeah, I'm gonna get shouted at, but I'm right. Number 7, which part of the eye is responsible for controlling the diameter and size of the pupil? It is iris. To be fair, any other answers don't work with the connection, so it's irrelevant. Number 8, what M is the archaic term for sailors? It is mariners. Number 9, the form of address term MSTR is short for master. And so what links them all together, and to put you out of your misery, they are all characters from the play The Tempest. I did sort of half say that there was a clue in the fact that William Shakespeare was an earlier answer. But yeah, they are characters from The Tempest. Well done if you got that. I did say it was fiendish. General knowledge, your final 10 then. Number 1, which tool can be flathead or Phillips? No doubt a lot of you probably put my name down for this, but it's actually a screwdriver. Flathead. I'm not a Phillips, though. Number 2, which jeans maker had the 501s? It is Levi's. Number 3, what is this animal? It is panda. Pandas. Someone said they're cute, which I'd go with that. Number 4, which duo had hits with Snooker, Loopy, and Rabbit? It is Chaz and Dave. Or was Chaz and Dave? Me. Yeah, and all that. Number 5, what is the name of a mound of earth made by ants as they dig out their nest? It's a formicary. Number 6, what is the name of the TV duo who presents shows such as I'm a Celebrity and Britain's Got Talent? It is Ant and Dec. Number 7, what A is the name of small plants that grow in or near water and do not have ordinary leaves or roots? It is algae. Algae. Number 8, who is being interviewed in this iconic picture? It is Richard Nixon. Yes, it is from the film, but you know what I meant. I was in a hurry. I didn't realise that was Michael Sheen on the left-hand side. Makes a very good Frost, really. But Michael Sheen's that way out. He makes a very, very, very good character impersonations of many people. Number 9, what was the name of the song that Torval and Dean danced to win gold at the 1984 Olympics? If you were listening this morning, it's Bolero. And number 10 in the acronym AGM, what does the A stand for? It is annual, as in annual general meeting. I think some of you have put anthill for the formicary answer, and yeah, I suppose on paper that's right. So yeah, making a mountain out of a mountain out of a molehill. I'll give you anthill as well. So if you put anthill, you can have anthill. If you mark your own answers tonight, you can prove to the people you're playing with it's fine. Right, if you need a tiebreaker. It is this. According to a recent study, what percentage of the world's population lives on an island? Not like one individual island lives on, islands. So according to a recent study, what percentage of the world's population lives on an island? All right, normal service will be. In fact, this probably is not. If no, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna like defend myself a little bit. I've not had the quiz this bad for quite a while. So I'm putting it down to the fact that I've been left on my own to my own devices. So, yeah, normal service will be, or the normal service of the last few weeks will be resumed on Saturday night. Anyway, back to this. Nearest to it gets the point, and it is 9%.